Hi guys, I want us to address this question that has been asked by someone. The person said, is it only the duty of a man to give a woman money in a relationship or marriage?
I don't know. Honestly, this particular question is just like bringing back some very weird memories.
Oh,
And I seek the permission of my husband to share a
okay,
little of my life experience.
okay.
You know, um, I don't know if it makes sense, but someone I dated in the past told me that his pastor told him that he shouldn't they shouldn't spend money on a woman that is not their wife. So I asked him, did your pastor also tell you that if a woman that you're not married to gives you money, you shouldn't take it?
Mm,
And he did not answer the question. Why am I saying that is this? Personally, I believe that when it comes to giving someone money or um, supporting somebody, it's not gender based.
mm,
You get it? I don't see any reason why a man would have money and cannot support a woman. I don't see any reason why a woman will have money and cannot support a man.
mm,
Yes, it is true that men are meant to provide, so you don't have to overdo it. But in a situation where you know that there's a genuine person that is in need and that person is a male, and because that person is a male, you refuse to help the person. Could be your husband, could be your boyfriend. Are you getting it? If you're that man that feels like you should be the only one giving, that's fine, you can feel that way. But when you are in need, you are in so much need, you should be able to also ask for help from your wife or from your girlfriend. And if you're a girl who feels that a man should be the one to always give you money all the time, even when you have it and the person is in need, then you can't give out. That is totally wrong in my own opinion. So yeah.
That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
There is there's this common saying that is just flying around, and I know sometimes is as a result of a personal experience that someone had, especially your gender.
Mm-hmm.
So you hear things like, "Ah, me, I should come and take care of somebody's husband, somebody's husband for his wife.
Mm.
I will never do it. Even two 5 naira like this,
You won't see
he
it.
won't see it. If if I like, let me be swimming, let me be working on millions. He will not see it. If he doesn't provide, let him live. You are right. Can validate your point. It could also be from a place of experience in the past, right? Maybe you invested in the wrong person and you did not see any reciprocation from that person, and that led you to become like that. You are so hardened when it comes to your money. But one thing I know for sure is that when there is love, I used to say this to my wife, time without number, in the platform of love,
There's giving.
everything is possible,
Yes.
including giving.
Yeah.
No matter how someone has hurt you in this life, no matter the money that you
Love.
invested in the wrong person, when you find someone that that you can love again,
Mm.
honestly, it will look as if you have never been hurt in your life, and you won't know when you start giving out. The Bible says, for God so loved the world that he did what? He
Give.
gave. When God gave to the world was not a perfect place. There's another scripture that validates that point. It says, while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. And you can clearly see, if you are a Christian or a Bible student, even when Christ was coming to do something good for humanity, they were still the Roman army soldiers. They were humiliating him and doing all manner of things to him. But God still gave. God still gave because something was common, love. So I perfectly understand how you feel for my gender. But the truth is, there are still good ones out there. There's this common saying that goes, all men are the same. Even us, the men, we used to say it too to women. All women are the same. But this saying always comes from a place of hurt. Something must have happened that, like, you don't even want to see a man. You don't even want to see a woman. Nothing can make your money to pass through the person's hand. But this message is for you. This message is for you. First of all, forgive. Let go. Open up your heart. Trust me, there is someone out there that will love you genuinely, that you feel it, that this one is genuine. Please forgive and start giving again. Start giving again. Start investing.
Please, as you're saying, start giving again. I just want to add it that you should not give out your money to anybody emotionally.
Okay.
Emotional giving is bad. Are you getting it? Vet your giving before you give. Are you getting it? Because if you keep giving out your money emotionally, you will get hurt sometimes beyond repair. I'm not saying that there's a kind of hurt that you can't come out of, but there's some kind of hurt that you'll be traumatized for life. Like maybe you use all your money to support a man, thinking the man will marry you at the end. The man just comes and won't marry you again. If you were giving out all that money emotionally to that person, you might not recover from it. You might not even give the chance to another man to love you. And you might not even want to help anybody, just as he said, even if the person wants to die. Because you've been hurt beyond repair. So when you start like vetting your giving with sense, being sure that that person really needs that thing before you give, it will help you to understand that you're not just doing it because it's that person. You're doing it because you're a giver. You're doing it because you're doing it for God. You want to help the person. Are you getting it? That way, even if that person doesn't reward you, you will know that your reward is in heaven. And you will not be so hot to the extent that you will pass it on to the next person that you happen to be with. So that's just what I want to add.
Okay.
Give, but please don't give out your money emotionally. Because emotional giving doesn't make you a good person. It doesn't. It only makes you a stupid person. I'm sorry to say. But that's the truth. Yeah.
Okay, so apart from someone being hurt and the person choose not to be giving out his or her money again, what else do you think could make someone to be so
Tight-fisted.
so cargo
Yeah.
when it comes to releasing funds or money?
The truth is, some people are just very stingy people. They're even stingy to their own selves. How do you say that? If they don't even love themselves, that's why they don't give themselves money. They have a lot of money, but they just pile it up somewhere. Or like they don't just see any need to use the money to do anything tangible for themselves or for anybody. Some people feel like their happiness is in like when they look at their account and they see like millions of dollars in there. I mean, it doesn't really matter who they touch or whose life they touch and whose life they don't touch. You get it? So some person is not like they're hot. They have never even been hot before, but they're not just givers. They don't just believe in the act of giving. They just believe that now my money, like I worked for it. This is my money. If you want money, you have to work for it. Are you getting it? That is why they have lots of money, but they can't even give out. It doesn't matter if they're a male or if they're female. Are you getting it?
That is very true.
That's what I think.
That is very true.
Yeah.
As we're saying this stuff now, the thing just opened me to one word. Some people are so self-centered. It's not even about they have been heartbroken, they invested money in the wrong person. Self-centered. Even with like their very self, they don't release money. They don't eat good food.
No.
They can't remove the money to eat good food.
No.
The kind of clothes they wear is terrible. And it's different if you don't have this money. So you are seriously trying to manage yourself. That one is understood. But some people, they are doing very well. They are doing good jobs. But buying good clothes to wear, no. Eating good food, no. Even where they are living, but they are just piling up the money. So if they cannot love themselves enough to get basic things for themselves, who are you?
How much more? Yeah.
So this is an eye-opener. Before you even go into marriage, there should be a test on that guy that you want to marry, on that lady that you want to marry. Be sure, be convinced that this person is a giver. And you can clearly see it from how the person will be treating you on your birthdays, on stuff like that. Those are the days you used to know. Maybe is it Mother's Day or Women's Celebration Day? Check. Sometimes it's not really about the amount of money. It's the heart of giving. It's the value that the person is placing on you. When you begin to hear things like, I've bought gift for you, but it's in my mother's house. Just know that it's whining. Just know that this person, I can't go up. Run for your life. This one is not about being hot or not being hot. The person is just self-centered. And anything that you cannot change in your spouse or your partner when you guys are dating, forget it. You will not be able to change in marriage. You see that dragon that had one head in Genesis? The head became 12 in Revelation. So the thing will manifest very well. You will see another level of stinginess. In fact, this time around, the person will graduate to be telling you, my money is not for all those things. And you'll be wondering what he is doing with his money. You can't even see. You can't even tell. So, check. Anyhow you want to do it, just make sure that you know that the person you are moving out with is not a self-centered person.
Yeah. I also want to add something, babe. What I want to say is that when you are in love with somebody, you have to check. If that love is not accompanied with giving, please, I am begging you in the name of God, it's not love. Yes, because the same person that you feel that doesn't have money to give to you or is always giving excuses, that person is a giver to somebody else. It's a very big giver to both male, both female. They will come to you, they will say, no, they don't give money. Or when it's time for your birthday, they'll say there are always other birthdays to celebrate, but you will be celebrating them. But when it comes to yours, they will give you excuses. Please, carry your slippers. Run. Tuama, please. Run, because that person is just there to use you and dump you at the end. Both male and both female. When that person sees the person that he or she likes and is chasing that person, you will be surprised at the expensive gifts that person is going to be willing to give out. And that person is even going to be willing to borrow and try to impress that other person. And you'll be shocked.
That's true.
You'll be there, you'll be like, I thought you didn't have money. This is that. So true. Please, let us be wise. Yes. We don't want anybody to be used. Yes. It's true.
At the end of the day,
true.
Nobody is a stingy person. That is another serious point. Somebody will always give money to who he or she wants to give money to. I'm telling you. Yeah. See that your boyfriend that is saying doesn't have money. You see that your girlfriend that every time you are doing birthday, the only thing she will do for you is to just post your picture on status, happy birthday, and that's all. And when you are like, babe, no, nothing for me. No, I'm a student now. You're even supposed to be the one to where are we sitting down for this your birthday? Just be very careful. Because she's looking at you in the eye of you are not worth her investment. There is another person somewhere that even as a student, she's still removing that school fee. You see that school fee that her father gave her, she's using it to pay the rent of someone else. But for your head, nothing. Please, let's be wise. Nobody is stingy. That's a very serious point that you brought on.
It is. So just as we're talking about, like, if you are a man, you should give, or if it is meant for only men to give, like, at the end of the day, there is no name tag on who should give.
Yes.
Just know who you are giving to, and if you are the one always taking, also understand that someone that if you are always at the receiving end, you should also think about how the other person would feel if that person should also be receiving. And you too, if you're a giver, give responsibly, don't give emotionally, and don't stop giving at all. Because if you give, when you need to give, and even if you don't get any return back, or you don't get any reward from the person, God in heaven is going to reward you.
Exactly.
So that's just what we have to say about that topic.
Yeah,
right.
Thank you so much. So at the end of the day, giving is a seed to humanity. It doesn't really matter who is involved, and it doesn't really matter, let me give to this person so that the person will give me back in return. No. Once you drop a seed on the ground, that seed must definitely bring harvest.
Drop it in the fertile soil.
Yes,
it's important, because if you don't drop it in the fertile soil, sorry for you, it's going to be there for ages. It's not going to grow. Instead of it to grow, it's going to die. It's going to just
stony soil. There's this scripture that talked about types of soil that we should plant seed. When you drop on the one that birds will come and pick it, nothing go germinate. Your seed don't go. Thank you so much. If you are still watching us up till now, please do well to join our community. Hit that subscription button, hit the notification bell, and always stay tuned for more videos.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.